question some time back, but it eludes me now.
Can we let the director answer? Director?
Which 2 million are you speaking of, Councilman
Yes.
Full?
In this resolution, the safety net.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, for the trust fund, we have received an initial pledge of $1 million from Methodist Labanner Healthcare through its foundation, and a commitment of initially $500,000 from Cigna, with a commitment that could go beyond the $500,000.
Now, may I ask something that's totally healthcare related? There were some numbers that some individuals had been looking at about the percentages, because the healthcare premiums were supposed to have gone up 24%. Some premiums have gone up 30%, some 35%. Some are just not computing. Can you address that? Because I understand these individuals have asked these questions of your department, and they have not received an answer at all.
Certainly would be happy to. When our premiums are set, the premiums are set and they are split 70-30 in aggregate, meaning the city pays 70% of the total premiums and employees, retirees pay 30%.
That's it?
That's it, yes.
Please, please, please.
Well, the numbers that I were shown, when you say an aggregate, would you explain that?
If you combine all of the employee premiums by group, by plan, the total percentage of those premiums as compared to the premiums that the city pays would be 30%.
Okay. I think we'll get back to that a little later. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Mr. Flynn?
I'm out.
All right, Mr. Conrad?
Thanks, Mr. Chairman. On that same line of questioning, who pays less and who pays more?
Typically, you will find groups of retirees who are usually paying less.
So does it break down by individual or family or basic or premier?
We have individual, we have family, we have premier, we have basic, we have active, we have post-65 Medicare, post-65 non-Medicare. So you've got all of those groups who are in the mix, and when you create the premiums to support the overall plan, the total premiums are divided roughly 70-30 between the city and employees, retirees.
So are all the active employees paying more than 30%?
You'd have to look at the rates by plan. I don't have that information before
I'm looking
me.
at them. I think they are.
If you're looking at them, and that's what
I calculated a
reflect.
bunch, all the ones I calculated came out to more. It's like 35-65.
The rates are set in aggregate. Typically, the retirees are paying less than the employees.
So are they typically paying 25? Is it just the inverse? And why is that? Why is it different for the retirees?
You've also got to consider the number of people participating in each of those plans. So what you're looking at would be unweighted averages.
Yeah, it's the active employee rate sheet.
Yeah.
Go ahead. That's what it is.
Yeah. So you would need to look at the number of participants as well.
Go ahead. You can go ahead.
No.
The weighted averages, is that?
Our rates are set in aggregate. The resolution approving the rate increase, it states that the rates are set in aggregate. That's the way we've always done the rates. We've looked at the overall cost of the premiums and divided it 70-30 between the city and employees and retirees.
Why wouldn't it just be 70-30, so truly each employee or whatever retiree pays?
Historically, it's not been done that way. If there is a desire to look at those rates differently going forward, we certainly would and are willing to do that, along with other changes that we're going to be considering with our health care when we put an RFP out in December.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Collins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Director, where is the other $450,000 coming from in the $2 million?
What I indicated is that Cigna has pledged initially $500,000, but that commitment could grow.
So Mr. Chairman, so technically the resolution should read 1.5 million versus 2 million. I think it is misleading this council, and it's also misleading the retirees, because heaven forbid this passes and there is no more funds to offset the cost to those who will need it. Would you not agree?
I disagree, because what the administration has said is we will make a commitment, that the initial commitment for the fund is $2 million. To the extent that the need is greater, we would be willing to go back and put more in. We've always said that.
So
Please.
So I want to make sure I understand you. The resolution says 2 million. Your math says it's 1.5. And you're saying that if we need more money, the administration is willing to put more in.
We've always said that, yes.
And where would the administration get those funds?